welcome to the Week 5 recap of the Show Me Your TDs matchups. I wish I could say good day, but today, nor the entire weekend was actually a good day. The mighty have fallen, Rome is in chaos, and Dak is now, unequivocally, unmistakably, whack. One thing I know for sure, Dak hasn't been the same quarterback since he got vaccinated. Moving on, the first matchup is one for the history books. David fought Goliath, but this time, Goliath didn't make it easy on David. Cuck Mountain's points got as high as the owner, being led by the newest T-Swifty, T. Kelsey, with 22.7 points, and also with Raheem Most Hurt, who always carries that questionable tag. But he still put up a solid 15.8 points. This Is Our Year is now scrambling to change his name as soon as possible after only 3 players scored double-digit points. Cuck Mountain aggressively Amazons the fuck out of This Is Our Year, 117.6 to 73.8. Next up, we have D. Adams family versus the Hot Dog Water. I don't know what they have been putting in D. Adams family's insulin vials, but we need to test that man for performance-enhancing drugs, because D. Adams family somehow managed to squeeze 30.4 points out of Jared Goffel, and then 22 out of the Jets defense, while Hot Dog Water took a page out of Disney's playbook and failed to meet performance on he failed to meet projections yet again. White Josh Allen was the only notable performance on Hot Dog Water's team, but it wasn't enough as they get canceled by D. Adams family, 165.26 to 93.76. Next, we have America's Game of the Week, the Battle of the Cousins between Bad Luck Andrew and our not-so-humble commissioner. We can see that Bad Cuck Andrew carefully analyzed the balance sheets and successfully placed his assets like ETN Jr. into the starting lineup and the liabilities like Jay Willie on the bench. Our not-so-humble commish started off Thursday having a field day with Justin Fields, finally putting up a solid outing with almost 37 points, but those are amateur numbers when facing a professional accountant like Andrew. Not-so-humble commissioner bungled around and went bankrupt, losing 140.18 to 135.84. Now we have another not-so-hot performance. Cuck Fister did everything in their power to have the honor of doing the recap this week. Unfortunately, he's not as good as me at losing. His team is just too good for a fun recap, but not good enough to beat Justin Cucker. Justin Cucker tried to give the male nurse a chance by benching his tight end, but Cuck Fister's bedside manners reciprocated the gesture by leaving the league's MVP, Zach Moss, on the bench to rack up 33.5 points for no one at all. No blue balls this week as Justin Cucker ejaculates on Cuck Fister, 128.34 to 77.7. This next matchup features Jerry's Glory Hole and Legion of Cuck. Let me tell you, the only hole that would bring me joy and glory to Jerry Jones needs to be about 4 foot wide and 6 foot deep. That's a grave, Max. That's what I meant by that. Legion of Cuck started in a hole of his own when projected for 5 points less than Jerry's Glory Hole. But the good doctor decided that that hole wasn't that bad after all and put up a 153.34 point performance. On the backs of Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy, and Mr. Relevant again, finally, Joe Burrow, Legion of Cuck takes Jerry's Glory Hole and beats it 153.34 to 99.14. And then last but not least, we have the homosexual of the league, Baron Red Wings versus the Silent Conductor. The homosexual played Achan for the last time as I think Donald must have ate one of his death dogs with Achan's name on it. Then the homo capitalized while he couldn't get 21.5 out of Achan before he got hurt, and also a big day by Grandpa Adam Thielen. Then we had a strong performance by the Silent Conductor with New Orleans defense and DJ Moore giving a combined total of 78 points. But this wasn't enough as Baron Red Wings wins anyway, 170.92 to 138.68, leaving Mr. Conductor speechless in our chat. That sums up this recap, and I hope you guys enjoyed listening to it as much as I hated watching the Dallas Cowboys lose. As always, go fuck myself.